Wednesday, Nova Scotia's EMO asked to use the hall as a registration centre for residents of Portapique who had fled their homes.
An
RCMP officer was posted here in a cruiser. By this time, police were on the hunt for the shooter, who they knew was impersonating a police officer. At 10:30 a.m., 2 RCMP officers fired multiple shots outside the hall. Sources have told CTV News the officers thought they were firing at the suspect when it was in fact a fellow Mountie.
This program is brought to you in part by...
Why don't you get yourself some turned-down collars, Poirot? They're much more the thing, you know.
The thing, Hastings? Do you think Poirot concerns himself with mere thingness?
No. No, I see that.
The turned-down collar is the first symptom of decay of the grey cells.
You know, I just think if people keep pushing, I can't, first of all, thank enough all of the hard work. There's 3 fellow YouTubers who are working very, very hard with me on this one. Rage in the Cage, Steve LTT, and Just My Stupid Opinion. Just plugging them, sorry. But they are fantastic guys, really been busting their humps here. And, you know, stepping up to the plate, because there's a certain amount of risk saying certain things. And also, likewise, all of the people who are volunteering information and time, which is, like I said, over on the Discord or sending me anonymously information, it is fantastic.
Afternoon. Okay, we got the sound on there. America Canuck. Our friend Mike Phillip in the house. Anybody who does not know Mike Phillip, please go and check out his channel. Hopefully you're not mad, Mike. Steve made a new intro for me, and he sampled from the radio show when I was on. Love to come over, and I wanted to also have you come over, so we need to touch base. Anyway, this video is not going to be about... oh, well, I better say hello to everybody here. Dave and Jen, Craig, thank you. Yes, to Craig, the intro is many thanks due to Steve. Good times. A. Mercer, our friend there. Francis and Bush Baby. Country Dixie. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is well with you. Now, this story is not going to be about, or this video, I don't think I'm going to get into the Nova Scotia thing, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. There are definitely some things afoot. But what it is about Tara messaged me just a short while ago. And so we all know that Tara lives down in Nova Scotia. And she was out shopping, and she believes in her right to not wear a mask. Okay? Now, that's why I'm going to preface it and say, if it's going to trigger some people, please don't pay it any mind. It has no bearing on the Nova Scotia research, right? If somebody has opinions on other things, it doesn't matter. You can disagree, but agree on other things. So Tara was at a store, and she got assaulted by an elderly lady and a man. Hopefully we can touch base with her with a shopping cart because she wasn't wearing a mask. Now, I think this is absolutely, Dave, how's this going? I think this is absolutely crazy. Have we seriously lost our minds that people cannot allow another person the freedoms and the liberties to not wear a mask? We seem to get into this debate then, this debacle of, well, you're infringing upon my rights and you're killing me and all this other stuff. Statistically, this is really, really not supported. It's quite sad that people, it's not as though I'm fully appraised, but I'll definitely say I did a ton of reading on this at the beginning. I was starting to compile statistics all across Canada for the ages of deaths and the complications that people were suffering from, and like fairly early on, it was pretty evident that there are multiple conditions that people are suffering from when they die, and they're old. And from a firsthand experience, I searched high and low. I did finally find somebody who had tested positive for COVID. Boobs. Some of you may know Boobs. Hello, Kathy. And he had the Boobs is somebody over from Slipton's channel, Slipton Lizard, great channel. And so we had a little visit on that, and he said, "Oh yes, I have the COVID." He was sick, and he had flu and type thing, and he said it's just like a really nasty flu, but back on the horse here, everything's all good. And a person that was close to my family died, and I wasn't told about it until subsequently, but the person who told me, her son, said that he called me in quite a panic because he said, "I'm not understanding." He's not Canadian by birth. And he said, I'm not understanding what they're saying. The doctors are saying. They're saying that she died of COVID, but in fact, the doctor told us she had heart failure. And it was on her death certificate, but they've now changed it to the COVID. I don't understand. And I tried to explain to him that this is not uncommon practice. Anyway, but I digress. I think it's absolutely crazy that a person would assault another person for wearing what is tantamount to a painter mask on their face, which statistically doesn't really support too much in terms of transfer of germs. And I just think I'm not sure. It just seems so wrong of people to do that. We had the shooting of the individual, the elderly man who didn't want to wear the mask in Ontario. I don't know if you guys remember that story. And hi, Tammy. Hi, good news. Good news. And the elderly man down in Ontario who had been shot by police, and it all instigated from him not wearing a mask. He went to a store. He didn't want to wear a mask. They said, "You're going to have to leave." He wasn't very happy about it. He did leave. They used the video surveillance tape, phoned the police, used the video surveillance tape, and the police then subsequently went to his house and shot him. Dead. Now, that's just out there. What are people thinking? And the lady at the store was saying how she believed that her employees had acted like heroes. And I remember at the time reading that story on a stream, and I said, I don't think she would think that she was acting like her employees were acting like heroes had it been her grandfather who was killed. I can't remember how old he was. Minden, Ontario, is that it? Let's see if we can find the article. Thank you very much, Tammy. How are you doing? How's everybody doing? Minden, Ontario. Shooting. I don't know, old man. COVID. Never know what you're going to get anymore on Google. You have to have all these certain combinations of the words, right? Let's go to the crappy broadcasting corporation. Let's see what they say. Oh, let's share them. Share screen. OPP shoot man dead hours after mass dispute leads to alleged assault. Was in your local farmer's market. Okay, we'll get to your stuff here. Very good to hear, Tammy. Good stuff. Good stuff. Officers called to supermarket in Minden, Ontario, on Wednesday morning, this was back in July 16th, Ontario's police watchdog is investigating after officers fatally shot a 73-year-old man. I mean, does he have a walker? How fast is this man going at 73? I can barely go, a few feet per second anymore. Like, come on, at 73, you're going to be not in a good way. In Alberton County on Wednesday morning, the man refused to wear a mask and was allegedly assaulted a grocery store employee before driving away. Ontario police, provincial police say, this is not at all what I read. Let's see if we can find the original article. We'll go back to that. Because they talked to the people in the store and nobody ever mentioned anything about an assault. They just said that he was very irate and he didn't want to wear the mask and he didn't want to leave the store. Police were called to the Value Mart in Minden, Ontario just after 8 a.m. Oh, good. Nice way to start the morning. OPP Sergeant Jason Foltz said officers tried to stop the suspect's car, but they refrained in the interest of public safety before doing a follow-up investigation on Ontario Special Investigations Unit, the SHIT. This is the SHIT for Ontario, by the way. So it's all police, basically. Police investigating police. No conflict of interest there at all. Said the man drove away and an officer saw the car and started following it. For a short while, based on the license plate, officers made their way to his home in Indian Point Road, the SHIT said. 2 officers fired guns. Outside the home, says the SHIT. Why did they put this? They just need to put SHIT. Outside the home, there was an interaction. Oh, this is the Newspeak. Police Newspeak? And 2 police officers fired their guns, the SHIT said. Foltz said that the shots were fired. Additional resources were brought into the area near Eagle Lake by the village of Halberton, about 215 kilometers northeast of Toronto. The man was shot and taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead at 11:47. Great way to start his morning, the SHIT said. Foltz said the victim was from the Eagle Lake area. In a news release Thursday, the SHIT had said investigators had recovered a pistol and a semi-automatic rifle. Oh, good. So he shot with a pistol and a gun, like a long barrel gun. This man probably didn't end up in one piece. The firearms of the 2 police officers were also taken into evidence. Don't worry, they'll be back at work. Just like they are down in Nova Scotia already. The people doing the shooting at the fire hall, oh, don't worry, they went back to work. Shooting up traumatized victim from Portapique. Wonderful. Investigators are continuing to search the scene. Thursday, the SHIT said, also making attempts to locate the man's next of kin. A post-mortem examination conducted. Why do we need to do that? I think we understand. He was shot by 2 different guns. It's not like, well, they probably, no, come on, let's be realistic here. They probably put down that he died of the COVID. I have some opinions. It's not coming out of my ass. I've read all stuff. The post-mortem is okay. 4 OPP officers have been designated witnesses to the shooting and arrangements for interviews are underway. The SHIT said, okay, well, we know how that's probably going to go over. Let's see if Tiana Francis, is this the hero? Value Mart says, if we didn't have to force him and tell him that he couldn't come into the store, nothing would have happened, really. He would have got his groceries and gone along and went on with his day. Well, that's not exactly what I heard her say before. Police at the grocery store said had concerns that the way man was driving in the parking lot and on the highway. He's 73 years old. 73. He's probably not the best driver anymore. Perhaps he shouldn't have a license. Who knows? Tiana Francis, this gives you a reason to shoot somebody. Tiana Francis, a worker at Value Mart in Minden, said she arrived at her shift in the grocery store shortly after police were called. When I got here, everyone was talking about it. My coworkers were a bit shaken up. Yes. Oh, really? Just a little shaken up? Francis said that the man was told that the man didn't want to wear a mask, and she and other employees had to explain politely to other customers that an incident had happened earlier when they were asked why police were there. Really? You need to call police about a mask, about a piece of paper on your face. Really? Breathing in carbon dioxide? Very healthy for your brain. Breathe out carbon dioxide. Breathe in carbon dioxide. Somebody I heard, not bullshit out of somewhere. It was somebody I knew who actually got had an O2 oxygen deprivation problem from wearing a mask. Really? This is shocking. Huh? I guess he just got angry and didn't want to. Isn't that his right? We couldn't really deal with that ourselves because it was really against the rules. So we had to call police and everything. Oh, here we go. That's intelligent. And everything. We had to call police and everything and stuff and things and oh my God. Language and everything. Oh, Jason Foltz must feel real proud. Look at him, tough guy with his vest on, shooting 73-year-old men. Or working for an organization that shoots 73-year-old men. Staff sergeant and another officer, OPP, were involved in a friendly fire incident due to some kind of an affair or something. They tried to say that it was a a training accident. It was a training accident. You know, he pulled out his gun, shot his staff sergeant. Francis said the workers shouldn't have to enforce mandatory mask policy issued by Halliburton Kawartha Pine Ridge District Health Unit. The policy, quote, uses of non-medical masks in commercial establishments. Non-medical masks. So there is no, you could wear pantyhose. You could wear, I don't know, piece of paper. It's causing chaos, she said. Quote, if we didn't have to force him, tell him that he couldn't come into the store, nothing would have happened. Really, he would have gotten his groceries and went along with his day. Linda Easton, manager of the Value Mart in Minden, began to cry when asked about the incident on Wednesday. What is this? Here it is, see? She began to cry. How about we float out some cat tweets? Maybe it'll make Linda feel better. I was going through the RCMP tweet line yesterday, just looking for something else. The amount of cats tweets on there are crazy, right? Psychological warfare. Who's it conducted on? Predominantly targeting women. Women have some power over men. This is what they do. For lockups? Really? Got to have a cat rolling around? You want people lock up? We should have a look at that, actually, probably when we're done. Point fire. Paul. Thank you, Paul, for your good wishes for my Sabbath day. Little Miss O, what's going on? Smitten 1. Jerry. Haven't seen Jerry in forever. Oh, there's Serene. Serene, I just want to disappear and become a hermit. Now, I'm not trying to label anybody on anything. You know, everybody has their own beliefs on certain things, and I respect that. I really do. I don't respect people shooting other people because they don't wear a piece of paper. What's it going to be next? Because of what underwear you wear, if a woman wears makeup or not. You know, this is just pure lunacy. It's not supported by science. It really, honestly, is not. Rabbi media floating out their garbage. Jesus, they were the first ones to be like hockey sticks and masks, and all of a sudden now they're like, oh, you know, you should not have to wear a mask. Get out of here. Get it together, social unrest. That's all you want to cause. This is the Linda Easton. Began to cry. Oh, boo. Quote, I want to congratulate my staff on how they handled the situation. It was very challenging today. They are all heroes. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? A 73-year-old man. Boom. You reported it. You did it. You killed a man. You're responsible. I don't want to get emotional. You should be really fucking emotional. Where's your conscience, woman? Get it together. I don't want to get emotional. They deserve the credit. That's all I want to say. The shit said forced. That's probably all she can say. Probably drafted by Value Mart. Who owns Value Mart? I have my suspicions. SIU said 4 investigators and 2 forensic investigators have been assigned to the case. Earlier on Wednesday, Ontario police said they're investigating a serious criminal matter. This is what they call it. Okay? Serious criminal matter. Masks. Not wearing a mask is a serious criminal matter. Mass murdering people, burning them alive. Well, that's just a weapons complaint. Oh no, but you have an hour of kitty cat rolling around after they found the bodies. An hour after they knew there was a mass shooting, homicides, arson. They have a cat. Don't believe me? Go look at their timeline. 11:30. 11:32, they tweeted about the weapons complaint. Huh? On Twitter, OPP had asked people to stay away from Indian Point Road near Eagle Lake, but said there's no concern for the public safety. But it's a serious criminal matter. No concern. Serious criminal matter. No concern. Complete cognitive disconnect here. Whoa, hold on. It's like ramming people with shopping carts at a store. Old people ramming Tara, who's already kind of been through the ringer a little bit here. She's like, oh my God, I don't understand. And the lady slapped her too. Now, I know Tara's personality. I really do. Quite well. And she's a firecracker. I don't think she responded well to getting rammed with a cart. Nor would I. I've taken to, in Calgary here, we have the mask thing in place, I think. And there is 2 places that I will do business. One is a friend's business because for medication, I will get my medication at his store because I want to support him. And obviously I need the medication. And I did buy gas the other day here in town. Aside from that, I've written a letter to the mayor of this city, and I said, you will not see a dime dropped from me in this town. If I can drive out of town for gas, I'm going to. This happened that I was very low with that day. And I'm considering selling my house because, well, frankly, I don't want to pay taxes to people that are in full retard mode. If you can't permit people to have their own choices, then where are we at? I don't want to follow arrows. No, not my way. Never taught to follow arrows. Wearing diapers on your face. Exactly. Diapers. Come on. Where are we at? Have we lost our minds? That was the name of this video. I hope that person down, the old elderly lady, to which I suggested to, let's see, I think she may have responded by this point. Good. She kind of was off. Oh no. Okay. I'm going to have to make a phone call here because somebody's up doing some research for me. Thank you. Very kind. Won't mention who it is. Give me a moment. I don't want to keep them waiting. Are you surprised Canada is beyond fucked? The world is beyond fucked. This is not a Canada issue. Borders aren't existent in this world. They haven't existed for a long time. They make us think that they are. The idea even of patriotism, right? Oh, you're proud for your country. Well, I am proud. I'm proud of my hockey teams and those kinds of things. I'm not proud of Tim Hortons being owned out of Brazil. I'm not proud of Hudson Bay Company not being owned out of America by certain individuals. I'm not proud of Molson's and Labatt's being owned out of Belgium. I'm not being proud of anything that we have. What do we have left? What do we have left? Nothing. Hockey isn't even our game anymore. Hasn't been forever. It's dominated by other people. Owned by other people. Come on, man. We've got to get our priorities straight here. The whole world is blowing up and people are ramming. She doesn't know. Obviously, this elderly lady didn't know. But I mean, Nova Scotia clearly has been through the ringer already. And I understand this is all part of it. People to pump up the fear and the hysteria, the mass trauma. Always, oh, people are dying everywhere. You're going to die. I had to see my sister the other day. Well, didn't have to. Sorry, it was nice to see her. She came to town. She's a doctor in the Lower Mainland. Had to sit outside, bazillion feet away. And I'm like, I said to her, I noticed one thing. You came here and you didn't quarantine. I noticed you're sitting all apart. Did you quarantine? Oh, no, we didn't do that. Alberta and BC, we don't have to do that. I said, oh, very interesting. But it apparently is a serious problem. You're going around and seeing fucking all kinds of people, including a sick person, a very sick person. I'm sure she's respectfully doing her social distancing. People locked up in their homes. We got sound now. Sorry about that. Very good. Thank you to this person. So I'm going to wrap up the phone call, the stream here, because I do. This is very important. The things that I've asked this person, they've kindly volunteered to do. Awesome. But I mean, listen, we do have to get this together in our own way, right? People are allowed to make choices. I don't believe in other people infringing upon liberties of others. I try my level best not to. And if I don't want to wear a mask, well, for Christ's sake, that's my God-given right. And if you think that this is going to get better for those of you who are in that boat, as in like the vaccines and stuff like that, it's going to get hella scary. Over something that more people this year have died of the flu. Statistically. More people have died of suicide. Why? Because there's mass trauma going on. Everybody thinks they're going to die. Everybody is sick and tired of the crime. Everybody's sick and tired of living in bankruptcy. Huh? Going to address that one? No. Same people that are feeding you that, feed you this. Anyways, I do hope that you have a fantastic day. I'm sorry, I did want to see if we could get Tara on, but perhaps we could do that another time. I do hope. I encouraged her to report this to the police. And last I left it, she was trying to see if she could locate a license plate. So I do hope those people get charged and fully prosecuted to the extent of law. Assault is not tolerable behavior. I don't care if you're 99. You don't do it. You don't hurt people. And in this case, this old man happened to get killed because he didn't want to wear a mask. And he left the store. And they chased him down. And they shot him and called it a serious incident. 2 people shot him with a rifle and a handgun. A 73-year-old man. How far is he going to run? How fast is he going to go? I hope those officers feel real good about themselves. I hope the people at Value Mart feel real good about themselves. Oh, we're just following the rules. Uh-huh. You follow the rules. The chattel. Sheep, get ready. It's coming for you. Have a fantastic day, everybody. God bless.